We have any sound? Yeah, we do.
Asking you shall receive.
For this December the 5th, 2017. Mr. Morris, will you offer up our invocation, please, sir?
Sir, thank you. Well, join me for a moment of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you again for this wonderful day and this very mild weather, ability to enjoy this. Had some recent unfortunate tragedies in Columbia County, and pray that you'll strengthen us and guide us through these difficult times, especially families that were touched by these losses. It's very difficult to deal with. Give us the strength we need to persevere and move on. Pray for your presence tonight as we conduct the business of the county, that we can always be mindful of your presence, trying to do the will of the people, more importantly, in agreement with your wishes for this community and for your pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, the republic for which it stands, God.
We do have a quorum tonight with all 5 commissioners present. We have 3 items to approve as far as minutes of previous meetings. The first one being the regular commission meeting of November the 21st, 2017. If you are satisfied with those, accept a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please raise your right hand. The next one is our November 19th, 2017 planning advance in Athens. If you're satisfied with that content, make a motion for their approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? And also the executive session for that same meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you. Mr. Johnson, we have any recommendations for change of the agenda?
Not to my knowledge, Mr. Chairman. I believe it's ready for your approval.
Proceed with that as presented. Again, I'd like to welcome each of you to this meeting of the commission. Remind you that these proceedings are videotaped. If you'd like a copy of that disc, you may obtain one through making a request to our county clerk here. Also, that they'll be on the county website in the next 2 or 3 days. Anything that you need to research or to recall from this meeting. I'll remind you, too, that you're invited to speak to this body. If you're not already on the agenda, we ask that you fill out a speaker form in the back, bring it up to Ms. Crawley here, and we'll recognize you at the proper time during the meeting. We do have some special recognitions tonight, which is always an important part of our agenda. The 2017 team of the third quarter, Wildwood Park staff. Commissioner Morris will make this presentation. So those involved, would you come on down front?
I'm John Luton. I'm the Division Director over Community and Leisure Services.
Sean Dudleybaum. I'm the Gatehouse Coordinator.
My name's Jamie Raven. I'm the Wildwood Park Manager.
I'm Regis Cospo. I'm a camp host.
Questions for being here. We have this board as goes on to say here in their biography, park is a 24, almost 300. They're taking pride in the work that they do. All sorts of things. Managed 62 campsites, and that becomes 8,000 camping nights. Overseeing upkeep and maintenance of the park, and that's the park out there. Also are involved in booking local and regional. They also host other large events, such as Archery National Championship, Disc Golf Championship, Mountain Bike National, all the while responding to the Wildwood staff is very physically efficient, utilizing an operational budget of 100, generate revenues over 200. I want to read this last paragraph. Under Jamie and Chandra's leadership, Wildwood Park has been pride for their jobs and positive attitude, always acting in the best interest of Wildwood Park. Proud to have them as part of our team. Hard work to earn it. A couple of other things.
Sure. So I think the key to successful in supervising or running a park or a facility is the ownership you take in it and the pride you take in it. And I think Jamie and Shonda and Regis, the rest of the staff, really do that. And Jamie's been with us for 4 years now. Shonda 2 or 3. So we're really starting to see a lot of consistency out there, and they do such a good job. It's easy to sort of forget about them out there, and we don't ever want them to feel like that they're not a part of the team. So I'm so happy that they're getting this well-deserved recognition today. Y'all do an excellent job. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Another presentation we have is a lady speaking in opposition to an item we'll take up a little bit later. Opposed of item I2C5, a major code revision for 3801 Park Lane. It's Teresa McNeely. Name and address.
The address and everything, okay. All right, so Teresa McNeely, 503 Oak Chase Drive. So I am opposed to Park Lane. I'm basically just off the request. One of my concerns is traffic. The way that it's proposed that this building is going to sit, one way in, out onto Park Lane, which is road into our neighborhood. Not sure what kind of problem that's going to make. As it's already getting busy now. Second point, necessary for another office building. What is proposed? Small business park. Not really sure. Zoning no one really appears what exactly whole. All going to be professional. Restaurant? Is it going to be a coffee shop? Not really certain. Another concern is nothing wrong with the home on that lot. No need for it to be demolished. All office buildings in the neighborhood. Home is part of the neighborhood. So the lot is quite small to accommodate proper parking, especially since have parking in front of the building. All has to be on the back and on the side. So where it says recommendations, the home, our neighborhood. All aware, all along, that part of the Forest Road. Trying to purchase, have many other areas, options to choose. Same general. Not sure why right at the beginning. One last concern is we're in the process had somebody run one of our signs to the neighborhood. So about replacing that sign. Know how that whole intersection is going to change potentially. Because apparently the insurance fine. But my thing is, this does get approved, potential where that sign is no longer going to be there to mark our neighborhood. So I would say that if they're going to go through, ask for them to build, then I think we need to have new signs put up for our neighborhood. Up and one at the main entrance. That's a concern. Property values. Going to go up? Probably not. Our neighborhood will most likely suffer. We already have a Zaxby's there. Not many. Zaxby's was already there. What I like about the neighborhood is that it has charm. Because it's one of, we're on Furious Ferry Road, but when you pull in there, turn into our neighborhood, have a park there, and so that draws a lot of people in. There's you can't see into the future, I know, to find out if property tried to sell our house. Our property values. So those are just my concerns. I've spoke about this last year when they were trying to the Planning and Zoning Commission, trying to put in a Dunkin' Donuts, and then that spoke a couple of weeks ago. Same concerns. So I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Another request to speak from Mr. Billy Frankie concerning another item that we'll take up a little later. C3 item. Mr. Frankie?
Good evening, Commissioners. Billy Frankie, 417 Parliament Place, Martinez, Georgia, 30907. Working with the planning and zoning staff, it became to my attention that quite a few properties that were originally and are still Zone C2 that had industrial warehouses building in them, probably, I don't know, at least 30, maybe 40 different properties in areas that I manage or take care of for other people or maybe own myself. A tenant would move in and all of a sudden they find out that the use had been changed for that style building to where you could no longer put that kind of business in an office warehouse building. And Commissioner Richardson, I think you sat in the meeting with us, and this is not a hardship case. I'm just asking in the cases coming up that y'all waive the zoning fees because it's, it wasn't something that really should have affected the property in the first place, and there are going to be quite a few others that come in behind you as well. And my owner did have some tenants that wanted to move into the building, and before they could do that, we had to have it rezoned. So we went ahead and moved forward with the rezoning, and she has no problem paying it. But I think the right thing would be to waive it because it was not because of something we did. When you got a building that is an office warehouse building, it's not like you're going to tear it down and rebuild it and put a strip shopping center there because it's Zone C2. The building is there, and the use got changed of it. So I just would like for y'all to take into consideration. And Andrew recommended that I ask y'all. I wasn't sure how that would get conveyed other than me coming front now. So that's what I wanted to do. Thank y'all. Any questions or anything?
Frankie? Thank you, sir. By way of recognition, we do have a couple of young people here, part of youth leadership. I wonder if you would stand and give us your name and the schools you attend. Well, thank you for being here tonight. Hope you learned something and don't get discouraged about county government or any kind of government. Then we go now to our consent agenda. This is a list of items that's been to the proper committee and received the necessary 3 votes to be put on consent. If you're okay with this list, we'll accept a motion to approve all of these as one vote.
So moved.
Second.
Any items needing any further discussion? All in favor? our debate agenda. I believe we go to Commissioner Richardson for streetlight items.
Yes, sir. I make a motion to approve the second reading of Resolution 17-051, Streetlight District, Oak Creek, Subdivision 133A, upfront pole cost $9,363.80. Annual cost of $4,042.80. Resolution 17-52, Tanner Oaks Phase 2, 46I, pole cost $2,340.95. Cost of $1,006.20. Resolution 17-055, 1515, upfront pole cost $2,809.14. Cost of $1,207.44.
Second.
We get a second?
I seconded it. He coughed over me.
Okay. Any discussion of all these new districts? All in favor? Madam?
I make a motion to approve the second reading of ordinance 17-09, amending chapter 90, zoning, article 4, supplemental section 90-131, general subsection 5, street access control, repealing conflicting ordinance, effective to date of adoption.
Second.
I believe this gives staff the duty to approve driveways and circular drives and modifications to those things without coming to committee. Other questions or comments? All in favor?
I make a motion to allow the applicant to withdraw his rezoning request without prejudice. RZ 17.
Second.
This was a project that was going off of Columbia Road for mini storage. I believe the applicant has found other property that's already zoned. Request that this be withdrawn. Comments? All in favor? Okay.
I make a motion to allow the applicant to withdraw his variance request without prejudice for VA 17100.
Second.
This is pertaining to the previous item. All in favor? Okay. Next.
I make a motion to approve the rezoning from C2 to C3 located at 3816 Commercial Court. Make a motion to approve the request to waive the zoning fee.
Second.
Any discussion of this favor?
Make a motion to approve the request for variance to sections 90-98 list of lot and structural requirements, 90-139 buffers and screening, 90-140 landscaping located at 3816 Commercial Court, reduce the side setback to 3 feet, buffer requirement against dissimilar zoning, and permit existing landscaping subject to condition enumerated in the November 16, 2017 Planning Commission.
Second.
And I believe, Andrew, this is a situation where the zoning was changed, but the building is already there and everything was in place. Comments or questions? All in favor?
I make a motion to approve the request for a major revision to the current PUD located at 3801 Park Lane to change the parcel to C1 commercial uses, subject to the conditions enumerated in the November 16, 2017 Planning Commission.
Second.
Only question I have about this, was there any process used to verify the signatures of the homeowners? Didn't we waive some covenants in this particular process?
So,
Or had the covenants expired or what?
they have a deed from what was told to us from the attorney involved in the Trotter office. They have a deed they're saying is over 50%. I looked at the covenants, and based on the covenants, if that is an accurate representation, whether or not forged signatures or they didn't get I couldn't say.
Well, the signatures did have a verification.
That's right.
on. Other questions or comments?
Just as I look at it, it does connect with other commercial property. I know we work not to allow neighborhood, but I don't see it here flow. And sooner or later, the rest is going to be.
It's going to extend all the way up Furious Ferry on that side. I agree with you.
But the only difference, this has a house and that other doesn't, right? As you're going up Furious Ferry. Right.
The lady questioned the situation about signs. Will the signs be able to be put back on the right-of-way on the corner, or how will they go?
So right now they have a sign, had a sign
Yeah.
in Island. See right here to the bottom left of the screen. Neighborhood sign. That got mowed over by a car last month or so. We are working with our department to put something back in that spot. To our knowledge, they do have an easement, a signed easement to place a sign there, so that shouldn't be a problem at all.
Okay.
Contacted back to
Working on that, okay. Any further comments or questions? All in favor?
I make a motion to approve the request for rezoning to C1 for tax map 082A, parcel 060, 1.14 plus or minus acres, currently zoned PDD, located at 3505 Professional Circle, subject to the condition enumerated in the November 16, 2017.
Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
I make a motion to approve the request for a variance to section 90-98, list of lot and structure requirements located at 3505 Professional Circle to reduce the side setback.
Second.
I believe this is to accommodate the size of the building and get the parking in there properly. Comments? All in favor? We have no legal matters, I assume.
We do not.
Always good. Have any additional requests to speak? Have any staff or commission comments? We do have a few more property items. We would go to Vice Chair Duncan.
Make a motion to approve up to a lump sum merit payment to be distributed to all eligible employees prior to January 1st, 2018, as presented in Attachment A. And cost of living increase to all eligible employees to be applied on the first full pay period in January 2018.
Second?
Item that we discussed in our, planning advance. Any further comments or questions on it? Favor? Commissioner Richardson?
Sir, I make a motion to approve $3,000 to Ming Fu Chin, parcel 50, $1,730 to Covey T. Walker, parcel 54, to obtain right-of-way and/or Point Wells Road widening project.
Second.
Still chipping away at that project on right-of-way. Any further discussion? In favor? Okay.
Make a motion to approve $280,000 to Mary Elizabeth Smith, parcel 078B 50, property to build additional water storage at the site.
Second.
Mr. Johnson, I believe you told me that this is a homestead. Will have to be eliminated and they'll be relocated and all?
It is a homestead that actually not being
used at this particular
Not
time.
occupied?
It's not occupied at this particular time, but it does have commercial value. But it is a home, and it does have commercial value.
Just larger than the majority of the ones that we approve from time to time. Any other comments? All in
I will
favor?
say that,
All right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, I will say that this water site is the water site that feeds, the storage tanks that feeds the gateway. It does not feed, we're needing additional storage there to be able to facilitate all the water needs at the gateway.
Okay,
Which
future
is why we're
development.
going to build it. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Favor? Okay.
I make a motion to approve $89,000 to John Howard Strickland II, Patrick Owen Strickland, right-of-way and/or easements for the North Bel Air Road.
Second.
Well, Howard Strickland finally got some money out of the county. He's been trying for years and years. Every time I see him at the post office when he's in town. When y'all gonna buy something from me? Any further discussion? All in favor? Howard's a real nice guy, though. He's been in the county a long time. Any other business tonight? Any other comments? Have any reason to continue this meeting?
Hearing none and seeing none, Mr. Chairman, I'd make a motion that we adjourn.
Second that, Mr. Chairman.
Motion and a second. All in favor? We are adjourned.
Here,